Hey, you're welcome again to another business conversation with me, Vera Sampon, and I am the managing director of the Sampon Social Service as well as the Academy. And we inspire, we help young people to become, of course, self employed or again become businessmen and women, and with the intention to develop them become entrepreneurs so that they can become instruments of change for the world. So today I'm going to be talking on be an inspiration to the world or to your world. Okay. So, but before I proceed, I want to encourage you, my friends, my brothers and sisters, wherever you are, do not forget to subscribe because I think that when you subscribe, you can always get notified when we come up with new programs or with new informations that can be um, educative and of course can improve you as a person, and of course when you are improved as a person, then you can also improve your world. All right, so don't forget to subscribe, and remember that this is your platform, this is your space where we come together on a daily basis to learn from one another, and of course to inspire ourselves so that we become the inspiration, the transformer that we want to become. So today I want to talk on be an inspiration to your world. I wonder whether the African continent will ever experience true development. Most often, women, who constitute about half of its citizens, are considered second class or again very weak. When I look at the young people, I am about asking the question, are we really going to develop the continent when our strong, dynamic, youthful population are deprived of many opportunities, especially leadership opportunities? Remember that Africa have the youngest population with 60% of young people. I am often worried when I hear Africans speak of the resources from which they get very little or nothing. As an African in the diaspora, it is disturbing to enjoy the coffee farmed in Cameroon or maybe in South Africa or in Kenya, yet it is produced and industrialized in Germany. I wonder if our leaders realize the situation at hand or whether they feel comfortable in mediocrity and slavery. But despite the fact that I ask questions about the leaders and the leadership, I also always wonder about our youth and especially our women. You know, in 2015, more than 2,500 young Africans died in the struggle to cross the Mediterranean Sea. Why? In search for greener pastures. Many of those who finally reached Germany or Europe ended up stranded, living with six or more people in 12-meter square shipping container homes, barely equipped with small beds. After working with refugees from Africa, particularly those from Cameroon, Nigeria, Togo, Gambia, and Ghana, I understood what it feels like to be frustrated, rejected, isolated, and humiliated. Unfortunately, for those young men and women, they are so pressurized by their parents or siblings back home that they end up, most of them, becoming drug dealers or getting into prostitutions just to make ends meet. Most of them get married to old white women old white men, old enough to be their grandparents, just to have food to put on their tables. What a misery. What a pain. A modern form of slavery is therefore introduced with our strong and dynamic youth at the core. The youth choose to become slaves in a foreign country, even when they are not sure of achieving their dreams. Europe has become a sinking ground for most of our youth. Arise, African mothers. Europe is just a fantasy. Do not sell your children or as slaves or let them get into bondage anymore. Do not wait for too long and do not wait that your daughters and your sons die in the Mediterranean Sea before you take actions. Some Africans died and their bodies were never found. Worse still, their families are not even aware of the fact that their children are dead. What a pity. I think it is time for self education. I think it is time to unlearn what we have been told and to reflect and rethink. I think it is time for political awareness, and much more than that, it is time to do it yourself. I want to encourage you to become the government, become the solution provider, become valuable and influence your environment, become the agent of transformation. It is time for the renewal of the mind. It is time to think global, but to act local. Arise, sons and daughters of our great Africa. Stop waiting for opportunities to meet you at your doorstep. You may wait for too long. You got only two choices now. I encourage you to choose wisely because you are the product and the result of what you have chosen. You either create your own businesses and industries, no matter what, or you accept to be underprivileged, financial poor, and of course, live in sicknesses and all sorts of discrimination, depression, and you name the rest. The power to build and to make opportunities for others and for yourself is within you. First, you must discover the seed that you are carrying. It means you must discover who are you. You must discover what you are carrying within you. You must discover your talent, your gift, your abilities that you must discover. Just like the fish, her own ability is swimming, and just like the bird, its own is a flying, you must have to discover your own abilities. Then, after discovering your abilities, your gift, the seed that you're carrying, expose that seed to the world in form of product or again of services. And by so doing, you will be adding values to the community, to your life, and of course to the entire inhabitant of the earth. The result will be, therefore, self employment. And when you're self employed, you can become a business person where others can work for you and with you. And finally, you can become an entrepreneur whereby you can also help other people start up their own businesses. Start seeing possibilities in the impossibilities. and join forces with others to pursue a common goal. For only together we can go far. There was a businessman who wanted to invest in shoes business in a particular village. He sent two of his employees to go get information about the village. Mr. A came back and said, "Sir, the people in that village have never seen shoes before, and thus we cannot invest there. It will be a great disaster for the company." Good. That was his point of view. And Mr. B went on the same journey and came back with this report. "Sir, this place got great opportunities. The people have no shoes. They have never seen one before. Oh, I think that this would be a great business opportunity for the company and we're gonna make great profit. I suggest, sir, that we start immediately by introducing to these people the advantages of putting on shoes, lecture them on shoes, and provide, of course, shoes for low cost so they can afford it." Wow, the businessman said. Of course, we go for Mr. B's suggestion. Time for reflection. What kind of person are you? Mr. A or Mr. B? Mr. A, who will complain about everything that is business opportunity, instead of developing it, you complain. Or Mr. B, who jumps at the least opportunity. I want you to take time to reflect on this question. Who are you? Take a piece of paper and write down who you are, who or what has influenced you till now. Write down where you want to be in 10 years. Split them to get up in 5 years, 3 years, then break them down to 1 year and maybe 6 months. Then, further with the question, why are you here on earth? And what are your gifts and talent? Proceed with, how are you utilizing this gift? And then lastly, what additional values do you bring to your life, to the community, and the world at large? As an African in the diaspora, I got frustrated seeing my brothers and sisters suffer the consequences of illegal migration. This prompted me to start up the Business Masters class and the Startup Fund as a way to contribute to the development of my continent, to empower youth and women in diverse ways, but especially in helping them become self employed and maybe create businesses for themselves and for others, with the hope that they too become entrepreneurs and give back to the community. Through the Business Masters class and the Sunporn Startup Funds, I offer youth a 1 week intensive business program and with the seed fund to help them become self employed. In this program, the young person discovers their God given potentials, who they are, their role in developing the continent, with the hope that they will take positive actions, following my belief that we can start small but think big. I want all the youth to become instruments of positive change and to bring change in their lives and communities. If you're listening to me now, I want you to take part in this program and encourage another person to also take part in this program. I want you to be part of the movement of change because the solution is in your hands. We can no longer wait for the government because you are the government. We can no longer wait for our parents to decide for us because you are of the age to take the decision for yourself. You are well able to do exceedingly more than you can ever imagine. If you, for one time, you have doubted your abilities, today I want you to understand you can't do this work alone, but together with other people, like minded people, you can achieve it. So, therefore, start by working on your personality. Work on your personality. Change your circle of friends. Change your people around you. And I want you to become that change, the agent of change. I want to inspire you. Be the inspiration to others and for others. I hope I meet you in the next video. Before I leave you, I want you to check the other videos we have done before, the 10 steps to start up your own business. And if you have any questions, put them down. If anything has touched you in this video and you think you can align with it, you can you can feel with it, or you want to really become an instrument of change, do not hesitate to contact us. And our links are below so that we can together contribute for the development of our continent. Now it's time for change, and you are part of this change. Become this change. I thank you so much for listening. I send you light and sun to transform you and take away every kinds of ignorance so that you can become what God said you will become. My name is Vera Sampon. I am your sister in change, and I know that change is not easy. It is a process. We're going through the process together. So remember, you're not alone. God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in the next video. Bye bye.